Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel Jennifer Marievo, where I teach you different ways you can make money online and work from home as a freelancer. I recently did a tutorial on different transcription companies that were hiring, and one of these companies wanted you to submit a professional resume and cover letter in order to be considered for their transcriptionist job. So I promised to create a tutorial to show you how to create a resume and a cover letter online for free. I've recently released a 30-minute long tutorial on how to create a resume, so this tutorial will focus on how to create a matching professional cover letter. Make sure to check out my first tutorial on creating a resume before watching this one. So we're going to go through 3 main steps to creating our cover letters. So first of all, what is a cover letter? A cover letter is a document that is sent along with your resume, and it should be custom created for each job that you are applying to. It will provide additional information about your skills and experience and explain why you are the right person for the job. Now, the first step to making a cover letter is to research and find sample cover letters that we can use to modify your own cover letter and use wording that we like from these examples. The second step is optional, but I do recommend it. We're going to activate a proofreading extension on Google Chrome to help us as we're typing out our cover letter, so you can check for any errors. You cannot have any errors in English in your cover letter, especially if you're applying for an editing or proofreading or transcription job. It just does not look professional. And the third step is using a free website online to design our cover letter. We're also going to go through a cover letter builder where it will almost do all of the work of typing out and writing the sentence structure of your cover letter that we're going to copy and paste into our cover letter creator to make it match the resume that we already created. So let's get started on step 1, which is research. There are a few different websites we can use to start researching sample cover letters. So we're going to go to greatsampleresume.com. Then at the top, we're going to click on cover letters, and we're going to click on 3 basic cover letters. This will show you 3 different sample cover letters, and if you read these, you'll see that they start out by telling what job they are applying for. So for example, you would want to say that you're applying for a transcriptionist job. If you look here, it says, "Dear X," and X is where you put your company name that you're applying for. "I am applying for the post of a camp leader, which I saw advertised in the March edition of the magazine Holiday Jobs for Graduates." So we would say, "I am applying for the position of transcriptionist or of a transcriptionist." Then they say how they found out about the job. They also go into telling about the qualifications or experience that they have, which would make them a good candidate for the job. And finally, they'll give some personal information about their character. So this person says they're practical, easygoing, able to establish good working relationships, well-traveled, and all of these are important because they're trying to have a job in a camp. So if you're trying to apply for a job to become a transcriptionist, you're going to want to talk about your excellent typing skills, your writing, your proofreading skills, how you're good on the computer, all of those things that are important to become a transcriptionist, and if you are a transcriptionist. Now on this website, you can also type in to look for a certain cover letter. So let's, for example, type in transcriptionist. Now again, you could type in here virtual assistant, customer service agent, any job that you're applying for. Then click search in cover letters. So you can see here that they have 2 different ones. They've got a medical transcriptionist cover letter and also an example of a transcriptionist cover letter. So let's just click on this. So here I'm going to just read the first paragraph. "Dear Mr. Primer, while visiting your website today, I was very pleased to find your open position for a transcriptionist. I believe that my training and experience are a perfect match for your needs and will more than meet your expectations. I have included my resume, including formal education and training classes, as well as past work experience." So they're going to go on and talk about why they're good for the job. This person says that my typing speed of over 100 words per minute has allowed me to quickly and efficiently complete assignments on schedule. So you can look through this and see if there's anything that you like. You like the way they've worded something, and copy and paste it into a notepad that we can use later. So another website we can use for this, which is absolutely amazing, is Job Hero. We use this website to help us build a resume, but this website is especially excellent for cover letter building because it will allow us to create a custom tailored cover letter with all the wording already done for you. And, it will do most of the work for us, and then we can just edit it to make it even more custom to what we want. So we're going to go ahead and go to jobhero.com. Then under cover letters, we're going to click on Cover Letter Builder. We're going to scroll down and we're going to click on Build Your Cover Letter. Okay, so once this opens, we're going to click on Create My Cover Letter, and then you're going to start with your template. So it says you can always change this later. So if you look here, I mean, these templates are okay. They're nothing special, and you might decide that this is okay for you and you're just going to submit this cover letter as it is, or we can kind of make it look nicer and make it match the resume that we made earlier. So we're really just using this tool mainly for developing the wording of our cover letter. So let's just click on, for example, this one. Click on Select Template, and you're going to put your name in. So again, we were Joe Smith, and you can see it changes the name at the top, then click Select Template. It says, do you have a specific job in mind? It's okay if you don't. We'll give you a letter you can customize later. We're going to say yes, because we want to do this for a transcriptionist job for this example. Then click Continue, and we're going to type in transcriptionist. And then I'm just going to, there's all these different ones you can, medical, legal. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the first one, transcriptionist. If you have a name of a company, you can put that here too. So usually you will. So let's just say, Global Transcription Limited, for example. I'm just inventing that. I don't know if that's a company or not. Then we're going to click Continue. So here they say, what skills make you a good fit for the transcriptionist position? So let's click on Show All. So if there's any here that I'm going to click transcription, I'm going to click grammar and spelling proficiency, and I'm going to click on data entry. So you can click on whatever ones you think look good and then click continue. Now it says choose your top 3 strengths. So click on show all and you're going to choose 3 of your top 3 strengths. So try to use ones that you think would be good for the job. So time management, maybe observation, and let's say planning, for example. Now click continue. Again, choose whatever is relevant for you. We don't want everyone developing the same cover letter. How many years of experience do you have? You can include internships, unofficial jobs, or volunteer work. So let's say years of experience you have in transcription. If you don't have any, you can choose less than 1. Let's just click on 1, for example. Continue. What's your current or last job title? If you had a job that's more relevant to the job you want, you can use that one instead. So if you used to be a transcriptionist, put that one here, even if that wasn't your last job. But let's say, for example, we're going to put virtual assistant. And then it'll pop up and you can choose any of these. I'm just going to click the first one, then click continue. Have you ever been out of work for 6 or more months? It's okay if you have. We'll help explain it in your letter. I'm going to click no. Continue. What's your working style? Artistic, enterprising, investigative, organized, practical, service-oriented. Let's go practical. Continue. Again, choose what is right for you. It doesn't have to be these. This isn't a step for you to follow exactly. Choose what works for you and your personality. So here they've got our little cover letter ready for us. Now I'm going to click continue with Google so I can save my progress. Okay, so it says putting on the final touches, finished. Here's your cover letter. Got it. So here they have developed your cover letter for you. Now you can click here and you can change your name. You can put in your city. So let's say, for example, from Toronto, Ontario. You can put in your phone number, your cell phone number. You can change your email. And then they'll add that information here to your cover letter, which always looks good. That has the date. So this is all pretty much how we would structure a cover letter. You can change the font. You can also click on templates and you can click on this or this and change the template up if you like one of these more. Now, again, these are quite basic looking. So let's read what this says. Please accept this letter as an expression of my interest in the transcriptionist position. I am a highly motivated and progress-focused virtual assistant with a long-standing background in this industry. With a track record of initiative and dependability, I have devised strategic initiatives which I believe will prove valuable to Global Transcription Limited. Throughout the course of my career, I have perfected my transcription and grammar and spelling proficiency abilities. I am a capable and consistent problem solver, skilled at prioritizing and managing projects with proficiency. In my previous role, I contributed time management, observation, and data entry toward team efforts and business improvements. I am progressive-minded and in tune with new developments in my field. I have proven to be effective and collaborative with strong planning talents. I enjoy collective brainstorming sessions which all meet to coordinate activities to achieve a common goal. This should say, allow me. So this isn't perfect, okay? So you are going to have to go through this and edit it to make sure it is perfect. Please take a moment to review my attached resume and credentials. I would greatly appreciate the opportunity to speak with you regarding my candidacy. Thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, Joe Smith. So even though this isn't currently perfect, it is an excellent base for us to use for our cover letter. So now you can click download. And you can download it Microsoft Word, PDF, plain text. I'm going to click and do this as plain text. Okay, here they're telling me to put in a greeting. So you can put in Dear Hiring Manager, Dear Hiring Professional, Dear Recruiter. So if you know the name, you can put that. I'm just going to click Dear Hiring Manager, and then click Save Changes. Okay, so now we'll click on plain text and open with Notepad. Okay, so now we're going to copy this and we're going to plug it into Canva, which we were using to make our resume. So we're going to make a matching cover letter for the resume we made earlier. Actually, this one kind of matches because it has the blue, but of course we want the same font. We want everything to look very streamlined. So let's go back to Canva. Now, if you have already created your resume, so remember, this was the resume we created the last time, it will save automatically. So don't worry, if you didn't click save, that's fine. Just go to home when you log into Canva again, and you're going to click on all your designs. So here, these are the designs. Now I have it as purple, but the one we finished together was this blue one here. So there are a few different ways that we can do this. Okay, so we're going to go to canva.com/templates, and here they don't exactly have a cover letter. That's not one of their sections, but what we can click in is just letters. So you can just type in letters and that will pop up this section right here. So we have a few different options. Go through this, and if you see one that you kind of like the design and it's a little bit similar to the letter we created, you can go ahead and click on that. I like to keep this one open as well. So if you open up another tab on Google Chrome or whatever browser you're using, then you can just go back to your designs and you can work on two different designs simultaneously. So you can kind of use this as a reference for, what font and everything that we used to copy on our cover letter. Okay, so let's see, I found this one here and I kind of like this. This is something that was meant for a professor letterhead. That doesn't matter. We're going to click on Use this template. Now we're going to zoom this up to 125 or to 100. I'm going to close this. Now the first thing we want to do is paste in what we just did from our notepad into this section here. Actually, I'm going to zoom it out a bit to 75%. Okay, we're going to go like this, and we're going to go back to our notepad. And we're going to copy all of this here, right click, copy, go over here, right click, paste. Okay, so this is all on here, which is great. And then here, you can change this from Dear Sir or Madam to, for example, Dear Hiring Manager. Okay, now again, we're going to change our name, yours truly, or we can change this to Sincerely. And here we're going to put in our information. So, we can put your email, joesmith@gmail.com. Put your phone number here. A lot of times they do like to know where you're located, so you can put your home address here as well. home address. You might want to put in, again, the similar information that we used here on our resume. At the bottom, we had our phone number and your email, for example. Now what we want to do is we want to make sure the font is going to match. So let's go over to our resume. And this font here we used was Lato. So we're going to go and we're going to make sure that all of this is the same font. I'm going to click here. You can see it says multiple fonts. We don't want that. We're going to click Lato, and then we're going to click Lato right there. Okay. Now again, right now it doesn't look like it's the same color either. So we're going to highlight it all. You can also press Control A to highlight everything. We're going to go ahead and choose the color of your choice. I'm going to click black. Okay, now it's all the same color. I'm going to make this go on another line. Now, as you can see here, I'm going to zoom up to 125 and show you there's some things here that are problematic. Look, see this? This is the plugin that if you watched my resume tutorial, we downloaded Language Tool, Spelling and Grammar Check, and that is this plugin right here. And you can get this on the Google Chrome Web Store for free. Okay, Language Tool. Actually, I'll open it up here so you can see. And this is called the Grammar and Spell Checker by Language Tool. And so right now I've already added this. And what this will do is we're clicking here. It's showing us that we have some errors. If you look here, it's saying punctuation, add a space between sentences. So for some reason this didn't copy correctly. This one here, again, this is the same thing. They want us to put a space. And if something is spelled correctly, they should tell you as well. So for example, if I put previous like this is going to go and do its thing. Look, it has shown me that this has been spelled incorrectly and I can correct that. So again, make sure to read through this. We will do this once we're done the design. We will fix this, but this is just something to note when you are editing your letter. This is also have Sincerely Joe Smith twice, and I want it to look nice like this, so I'm going to erase it from this section here. Okay, so now at the top again, we're going to put our name, Joe Smith, and here we will put the position that we want, so transcriptionist. Now, if we go back here, the font we used here was Prada, so we're going to go back here and make this font here Prada so it matches. Prada. Okay. And this was actually in all capitals, so I'm going to make this all capitals as well. Joe Smith. And then down here, we'll make this one Lato or Prada, as long as it's one of the fonts that we used before. Okay, finally for the design, we want the color to match. So if we go back here and we click on this rectangle and we click on the color box, we used this here. Now, do you see those numbers that popped up? Click on New Color, and now you're going to copy this right here because this is the color that we want to use. So we're going to right click and go to copy because we want it to be the exact same shade of blue. We'll go back here, we'll click on this rectangle, and then we'll click on the color icon again. And now we're going to right click and go paste. And then click on this color here. And now you can see that it matches. And if we scroll down, again, we can highlight Joe Smith, click on the text color, and it saved the blue that we just used. And we'll do that again for the last section here. So now if we scroll out, we can see it looks really, really nice. And what we might like to do is to adjust this here so it's going to fill out the whole page quite nicely. So we might add a couple more paragraphs in it just to kind of break it up a little bit so it looks a little bit bigger. And then we can change the font even here. So let's make this one maybe 16. And then all of this we'll highlight and we'll make this 14. Ooh, it's a little bit big. Let's go 13. Enter. Good. Here we'll make this. Good. So that looks really good. Now, if we're going back to here, let's make it let's click on fit. We can see exactly what it looks like. And if we go here and we also click on fit, you can see how nicely this matches. This cover letter right here matches this. It has the same color. It has the same font. And let's say here at the top, you wanted to make this go all the way over here. You could even adjust it up a little bit if you wanted, it to look a little bit different. You could even adjust this and make it a little bit bigger, if you wanted this to sort of go vertically and this to go horizontally. Either way, we've matched the color scheme and it's just very clean. It's very professional looking, okay? So I'm going to go back and we're just going to read this once more. Okay, so we have, Dear Hiring Manager, please accept this letter as an expression of my interest in the transcriptionist position and let's say, what was the name of the company? At Global Transcription Limited. I am a highly motivated and progress-focused virtual assistant with a long-standing background in this industry. With a track record of initiative and dependability, I have devised strategic initiatives which I believe will prove valuable to Global Transcription Limited. Now, this part I'm not a huge fan of because they might be like, well, be specific. What strategic initiatives have you done? Let's go. I excel at meeting tight deadlines, for example, which I believe will prove valuable to Global Transcription Limited. Throughout the course of my career, I have perfected my transcription and grammar and spelling proficiency capabilities. Okay, so I have just added some quick edits. Again, this isn't 100% perfect, but I think this is a pretty good example of the type of cover letter you want to create. So we have, Dear Hiring Manager, please accept this letter as an expression of my interest in the transcriptionist position at Global Transcription Limited. I am a highly motivated and progress-focused virtual assistant with a long-standing background in this industry. With a track record of initiative and dependability, I excel at meeting tight deadlines, which I believe will prove valuable to Global Transcription Limited. Throughout the course of my career, I have perfected my English grammar and spelling proficiency abilities after studying abroad in England for 4 years at university. You might even put in what university. These English language skills make me an ideal candidate for a transcriptionist position. In my previous role, I contributed time management, observation, and data entry expertise while working as a virtual assistant for fire marketing. I am proficient in computer skills and am a quick and eager learner. Additionally, I have a typing speed of over 90 words per minute, allowing me to quickly and efficiently complete assignments on schedule. Please take a moment to review my attached resume and credentials. I would greatly appreciate the opportunity to speak with you regarding my candidacy. Thank you for your consideration. Sincerely, Joe Smith. And again, you're going to customize and put all of your information here where they can contact you, whether that's your address, your email, your phone number, maybe your LinkedIn page, a website, and so forth. Okay? So finally, the other option you have for creating your cover letter is if you go back over here, what we can also do is click on copy page on the page with your resume, and that has now done doubles of both your 2 copies of your resume. So what we can do is let's leave our actual resume on the bottom, and we'll go up to the top, and we'll zoom up to 100%. We're going to erase everything on the side here. Actually, we can also just drag and highlight, erase everything. We're going to go back over here, and we're going to press on the main text box, or we're just going to drag our mouse and highlight. So we're copying this and this here, and we're going to right-click, copy. Then we'll go over here to our resume, right-click, paste. And now what we can do is we're going to readjust these text boxes so it's going to fit everything right here. And we'll take this down as well. You can even just line this up so it's nice and lined up with the Joe Smith on this side. Then we'll go 75%. And look, just like that, we have another cover letter that matches perfectly with the resume. So it is really up to you if you like the idea of having one like this, that's a little bit more, I personally prefer the style of this cover letter right here because, it just really pops out at you, Joe Smith. It's still the same color scheme. It's nice and streamlined. But another option is simply just to do it this way because it also matches really well, and it's, a perfect little cover letter that goes along with your resume. Also, it's very easy, and you can do this for all of the different resume ones as well. So what you would do now is you're going to click on the download icon, and you'll click PDF. And then what's cool about this is you can click all pages, okay? And then we're going to click download. So now it's going to download our design. Oh, here I've got this referral link that's just popped up and says when a friend joins Canva and creates a design, you'll both earn a Canva credit to get a premium element, so one of these premium elements for free. So if you want, I'll drop this link down in the description so you can get a free premium element. I've not tried that before, but that's something we can try. And now if we go here, we have it all together, the cover letter and the resume all in one, and it looks so nice and so professional, and I really like this. So again, we'll go File, Save As, and we'll save this as our cover letter on our computer so, we make sure it's saved to our computer. So we can go Joe Smith cover letter and resume. And that way, when you send it to an employer, you don't have to send them two individual files, which is kind of annoying for them to have to open up or download a PDF cover letter and then a PDF resume. They've got it all nicely together in one file. It looks really good for you as well. And it's just customly created for each one. What's great is Canva will save all of this on their website so you don't have to recreate it every time you're applying for a new job. Now, let's say we want to use this one that we first created, and we want to do that same thing and attach our resume. What we're going to do is go to the bottom and click Add New Page. We'll go over here and we'll go down to our resume. Okay, so when we go over here, what we're going to do is we're going to highlight the entire everything on this page. So it's going to we want to copy this entire resume. Go like this, right click, copy. And we're going to go back to our other cover letter, scroll down to our new page, right click, and go paste. Just give it a second, and it has just now copied everything. And look how nice that looks. One other thing I've just noticed is the background color for this one. It has like this little white thing. So if you don't want that, you can delete it, or you can, if you think it's cool, you can keep it. And also it looks like the background color is this different box here. So if we click on the box, we can click delete, and now it looks white. And I personally prefer it white, so we've got a nice white one here, and then we'll click on the background as well, delete, okay? And so now we have another clean looking resume. Again, you can play around with the box, to make the design stand out any way that you want, okay? And then again, like the other one, all we're going to do is click on the download arrow, click on PDF print, select pages, all pages, download, and then you can zoom out and we have our other option for our cover letter, depending on which one you like more. This cover letter and resume, which looks a bit more like a letter, or this one as well, which is equally as nice. Just depends on what you like and your style. And again, File, Save As, and we will save this one, Joe Smith cover letter and resume at 2. Okay, and so just like that, you have a beautiful resume, a beautiful cover letter. Again, my recommendation for you is to customize this. You don't want every single person having the exact same one, so don't just copy this and fill in your information, because we want you to have your own cover letter that is about your experience and about your skills and why you really are good for the job. Again, I really think this is an excellent resume builder with Job Hero that gives you a nice base, but you will want to change things so it makes sense. No automatic cover letter creator can be perfect. You have to add in your own experience and talk about why you have the skills that are needed for this job. So thank you for watching this tutorial. If you did like it, please click like, subscribe to my channel, share this link with friends and family. It does really help me out and makes it so I can do more videos. Thank you once again for watching, and I will see you in my next tutorial.